Welcome along everybody to round 6 of the Roving Island World Tour. This week we're at Grand Valley Highway 1 and we'll get straight into the lap. Of course, this is an epic series sponsored by DMJ Vroom Room, LWR Design, our streamer, commentator and host D.90 and myself, WPR Hotlap, who's doing the lap guides for this series. So let's get straight into it. Coming up, across the line, you want to stay in 5th and rev the car right out, because in 6th gear it gets bogged down and it won't change up in speed. So we're staying in 5th gear for this. Get tight in here, and as soon as you get to the 300, as you can see, I'm just getting off the throttle and onto the brake. We're going to straight line our braking if we can into the right hand side of this turn 2. Get down to 2nd gear, and then as soon as you're comfortable, up to 3rd. Try to straighten the wheel as much as possible and boot it out of the corner. Let's go round. So down to 2nd, up to 3rd again. As soon as you're comfortable, get on the power. Plenty space left for the barrier there. Now coming up to turn 4, just down here, we are taking a very wide line into this one. And you don't want to cut too much onto the dirt. So be very careful. So it's a late apex here, and I'll give you a better line in through the next part of this corner, turn 5. So a late apex means you don't run wide there, and for this one we are braking just at the 300 mark here. I'm going to brake as much as I can in the straight line, all the way down to 2nd gear, and then try to come out in 2nd gear if you can. But with the Nissan here, it does get a bit squirrely, so you might want to change up to 3rd. Let's see how we get on. Down to 2nd, wide entry. I managed to get the car straight, and then I can go on the power, better acceleration in 2nd. Up to 4th, and for this one, you're going to turn in and you're going to try and coast round the corner if you can, I think. So we'll go forward a wee bit and see how we're getting on. Nope, still on the throttle. Still on the throttle. As you can see now, I've come off the throttle and I'm going to coast round. I'm going to go down to 2nd gear and then immediately up to 3rd and try to cut in for the next part of this double left. So let's get into car view actually. Down to say up to 3rd. Nice in there. Be careful of the dirt here and this wall. Down to 2nd. Stay in 2nd. Wide end. Oh, it was very wide there. There's 2/10 right there. Up to 3rd. Up to 4th, and for this one we are braking, as you can see, just about to start braking on the 100, down to 2nd, then immediately up to 3rd yet again. Up to 3rd before you get on the power. And for this one, you're just going to kind of coast through the corner here, then as soon as you can get on the power. See, the car is still getting a bit squint there, but that's fine. Up to 5th, and for this one I am braking before the 100 board. So, well, just on it actually. And then you're going to go down to 2nd and then back up to 3rd once more for the traction. Down to 2nd, cut in. You want to try and cut in onto this curb if you can, and get as close onto this curb as possible. But be careful this one. That could be a penalty in the race, so be very careful out of here. Then up to 5th. Of course, you're going to stay in 5th. You're going to use the curb on the inside here if you need to. Yep. And stay in 5th for across the line to turn 1 again. And that will be a lap of Grand Valley. Let's see my time. A 1:47.3. Pretty sure there's a sub 1:47 out there. But what we'll do is we'll go back and we'll do out of car the whole view. And get through this. Staying in 5th. There's the 300. Brake, brake, brake. Down to 2nd. Up to 3rd. On the power as soon as you know you can. I could have straightened the car up a bit earlier. That means I would have got on the power a bit earlier, but that was fine. Don't touch the dirt on the inside if you can for this one. Or here. And it keeps you the grip coming down the hill here. Braking just before the 300. Down to 2nd. Straight line it out in 2nd if you can, if not, change to 3rd. And as you can see, I'm just coasting through this bit, down to 2nd, up to 3rd, cut in here, Very careful of this wall. This was a bit wide, I could have gone a bit tighter there. And that in turn made this one wide, but that's okay. So that's 2 to 3/10 gone there, so 146 is possible. This one again, a little bit wide, tyres squealing under protest there. But then I could have gone to power a little bit earlier there and used the wall on the outside a bit more. But remember that the barrier cuts in, so you need to be careful of that. Again, just with the 100, down to second, cut in onto third, cut in onto the curb if you can. I could have stayed a bit later on the curb there to give this a bit straighter. But that's okay. That could be a penalty, so be very careful. I did keep 2 tyres hopefully on the white line there, but that's fine. And then it's a run to the line. Now be careful here because you will be getting slipstreamed. And it'll be big overtaking into turn 1 because there's not much other overtaking unless someone's going to lunge for it, but I doubt that. And that is your lap guide for Grand Valley for round 6 of the Roving Island World Tour. Enjoy the race tonight. I hope you enjoyed the lap guide. I hope it helps you. And I'll see you for round 7 very, very soon. Cheers all.